Racing here, back today with another video. And today's video is going to be a follow-on from a piece of news that was announced by Formula 1 last week, and that was the new additions to the F1 2020 calendar. Now, the additions to the calendar include Mugello, Nürburgring GP circuit, Imola, and Portimao over in Portugal. But the one that caught my attention the most was the track that I'm at now, Imola. Imola raced until, I think, 2006 in Formula 1, from the mid-80s, I believe. I'll flash it up screen if I'm wrong there. And it was, well, it was a really great circuit. It undertook a few changes after Senna's sadly fatal crash there in 1994. Including new chicanes and slower corners, just to make the track a safer place to race at. But obviously since then the cars have evolved a lot more. They're a lot quicker, they have a lot more grip, they're a lot wider as well, which makes racing a bit more difficult, especially around a narrower track such as this one. But without further ado, I thought I'd just give it a quick test in the closest thing I've got to a modern Formula 1 car. This, the Ferrari from 2017 here in Assetto Corsa. So let's just see what we can do here. Start in the back of the grid, and already we open DRS on the straight. Use as much ERS as possible, get a good run off the line. We're already up into P5, P7, sorry, up to the first chicane. Use a bit more of that ERS boost. Gotta be careful through here on the first lap. AI comes back on the circuit in front of the other AIs there. Up to the hairpin. Now up the hill. Over the crest into this blind left-hander. Use a bit more boost down the hill here. Really feel the rear end loose. There's the tyres just aren't quite up to temperature yet. Go watch out for that green Astra on the outside there. It's super slippy. If you try and accelerate onto that, you will be ending up facing the wrong way. See if we can turn the ERS deployment up a bit. Stick it on to balanced high. And there we go. First lap of the race complete, 4 to go. And what are my initial thoughts? Well, it's a quick track, basically. There's a lot of fast flowing corners, a lot of places. There's quite a few heavy braking zones as well, where some Daniel Ricciardo-esque moves could happen. It's not super duper challenging over a really long race. Yellow flags up ahead. And it'll be amazing to watch a modern piece of Formula 1 car absolutely rip it around this track. Same as the other tracks. The one that I can't wait for is Mugello. I cannot wait to see that new Mercedes absolutely hammer it around Mugello. And quite a few of the other tracks actually. It's my home Grand Prix this weekend, from when I recorded this video, Silverstone, and I forgot to open DRS there. Yeah, it's going to be absolutely amazing to watch. Just the sheer grip of these cars. My driving here just doesn't do it justice. But anyway, back to the video at hand. Ready on to lap 3 of 5. Currently sitting about mid-pack. But yeah, the track seems pretty good actually. It'd probably be a good overtaking spot into there if you're feeling brave, or even down the hill. Maybe not. I've got some penalties off, and the penalty system still doesn't get the throttle. Maybe not into the chicane, depends. This is quite an old version of the circuit. Oh, I've run out of ERS now. So they might have flattened that chicane down a bit by now. And obviously the main overtaking spot is going to be into turn 1. It is quite narrow, so I doubt we're going to see much side-by-side action, but then again we don't really see that in Formula 1 much anymore. But it would just be great to have some of these more old school tracks on the calendar once again. It's what everyone's been missing. We've had a lot of modern-esque tilkodromes, as they're known. Lots of long straights, hairpins. And it'd be nice to have just an old school high speed circuit back on the calendar again. Same as Nürburgring and obviously Portiamo. Never raced F1 there before. They've done tests there, but it's never held an F1 race. But anyway, let's get back to this video. We're heading on to the last lap now. See if we can catch these two guys up ahead. Get some points. Obviously, when this were our last race, though, I wouldn't be getting points. Open DRS. Hold that boost button. All the way up to nearly 200 miles an hour there. Running quite high downforce and hard on the brakes. That's a third gear. Mind the inside sausage curbs, they're really unsettled the car. Absolutely flat out of the hill, out of the chicane, towards this main straight. And it's weird to think that the cars now are at least a second quicker than these ones as well. Obviously this is a pre-Halo car, so it's 3 years old now, this car. And the car itself is, well, absolutely clarted him. Well, that's a position gain anyway. But it just goes to show, even the AI around here. Track's easy, but it's not unforgiving. And now down the hill for the last time. Just got such a good flow to it, this track. And use all the boost to the line. And there we go, guys. Just a quick race just to see. And yeah, my initial thoughts. I think it's going to be quite a good race. I can't wait for October now, just to see what the racing is going to be like. But yeah, I personally think it's a good choice, and hopefully we'll see this on the calendar for many more years to come. But thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy the